Hi guys, PD here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to another new video. You've probably all seen the rumours about the new Xbox themed Quest 3S that's coming. I have to stress, this is still a rumour. Let's say this rumour is true. Let's dive in a bit deeper. What can we expect from an Xbox themed Quest 3S? Now, if you see the picture that's going around, the leaked photo of the box itself, you'll notice it's a Quest 3S, but it's a black Quest 3S. And it's got the Xbox theme, which is black and green. I think it would be really cool if the headset itself lights up with like a luminous green around the outside. If this is true, I can see myself getting one just because of the aesthetics alone. I do like my headsets in black, so the Xbox themed Quest 3S would appeal to me just for the aesthetics alone. You'll also notice in that picture there is an Xbox controller in the top right. There's been no confirmation this is true, so it's all speculation from me. If this is a bundle, you're going to get, I guess, the headset itself, an Xbox themed headset, probably 3 months or 6 months worth of Xbox Game Pass, and you're probably going to get an Xbox controller as well. Now, if you're into VR like I am, then you'll be asking yourself, why an Xbox controller? Why not the motion controllers? I think this headset's going to be more aimed for those into flat gaming, or they want a bigger screen. They want a virtual screen that they can take anywhere. Imagine playing flat pancake Xbox Game Pass games on a giant cinema screen. Now, the Quest 3S has got pass-through, which allows you to put a virtual screen in your world, and you can make it as big as possible, and you will still be able to see what's going on around you. So if you've got family members in the house, you'll be able to see them walking through the house, and you'll be gaming on a big giant screen in front of you. This screen, you're limited to where you want to place it in your play space. So I could turn around, I could have the screen behind me, or to my left or right. And with Quest 3's travel mode, I could play my games on a giant screen, on a bus, a train, even on a plane. Now, these games that you're going to play will probably not be VR games. They're just going to be flat games on a flat monitor, on a big screen that you can play around with. You can make it as big as possible, you can curve it around you. Also, this is probably going to be a cloud gaming source of entertainment where you're connected to the Xbox Game Pass via the internet. So you're probably going to need a good Wi-Fi to get the most of this idea. If this is true, it's quite an incredible marketing idea from Meta. Not only is it going to appeal to the Xbox gaming crowd, it's possibly going to introduce new players to the joys of VR. My only hope is that these headsets come with Batman installed on them. So these gamers not interested in VR, they just want the headset to be able to play their favourite games on Xbox Game Pass on a giant flat screen, might just think about looking into playing Batman in VR. And we all know from experience that trying is believing. For people like myself who like my VR gaming, I'm especially into playing flat games in VR with a program called UVR. That program allows me to convert Unreal 4 and 5 games into VR games that I can play in a VR headset. Some of these games play just like a natural VR game. For example, RoboCop, the profile for RoboCop in VR with UVR, you've got hand controls. You can use your motion controllers to grab weapons and shoot. You've got 6 stuff in the world as well, and it feels just like a natural native VR game. I can see myself with one of these new Xbox themed headsets because of the colour scheme, the aesthetics. Also, I'm still going to be able to play my flat games in a VR headset like a normal VR game. The possibilities of playing games in VR now is endless. Like I said, you're not going to be able to play these games natively in VR. It's just going to be a flat screen. You will need mods like UVR to convert those games into games that you can play in a VR headset. If you search my channel for UVR games, you'll notice a lot of those games I will play with a headset and an Xbox controller. I'm playing these games the same way you would play a normal flat game on your monitor with a controller, and I'm actually inside the 3D world. Now, you have to remember these games have been developed in a 3D engine, and when these developers imagine these games, they imagine being inside that game world as they develop the world. A headset like the Quest 3 or the Quest 3S and mods like UVR allow you to be inside that 3D world. So when you look around the world, you're inside the game world and it's all around you. You're playing the game the way the developers envision that game in their minds. I cannot stress I would love these developers to see their game played in a 3D environment in a VR headset, just like a normal VR game. One of my main goals is to get these developers to see the potential of their game as a VR game. If rumours of the new Xbox themed headset is true, then this is good news for VR. It's going to get a lot more people into the headset. People are going to buy the themed headset just for the brand name. They're not going to want to play VR games, they just want to play a flat game on a big giant virtual screen in front of them. Imagine sat on your couch, your family's watching the TV, you've got your Xbox themed headset on and you're playing games like Halo on an IMAX size screen in front of you, that when you look to your left and right you can still see your family. And I think that's the main use case for this new headset. In this video I've gone beyond that use case and hopefully I've given you some insight into ways that you can play those Xbox Game Pass games in VR in the headset itself and be inside the 3D world. I've got plenty of videos on the mod that converts flat games into a VR game on my channel. Search for my UVR 2025 guide. I do a step-by-step tutorial on how to convert these games into VR games that you can play in a VR headset, and you'll be 100% fully immersed in the game worlds. It's very exciting for me every day to discover a new flat game that I can convert to VR and play in a VR headset like the Quest 3S or the Quest 3. And every day I'm getting what I consider the AAA quality VR experience. If this new Xbox themed headset is true, I'm probably going to get one myself, and the first game you're going to see is possibly the one playing on the background behind me. This is Halo running in VR with a mod that converts the game into a VR game. Imagine playing Halo on the Xbox themed Halo headset. Two worlds come together and I'm in my element. In the UVR Discord I'm trying to find a list of 10 Game Pass games that play really well in VR with this mod. Speculation for the main aim of this headset is cloud-based gaming. Because this is a streaming service, I'm not 100% sure that we'll be able to convert the streaming service into VR with UVR. I have used Game Pass on the PC and I've managed to get the games working in VR with this program, this UVR program. Again, this is all speculation. This might not work with this new service, but time will tell. Just don't expect to buy an Xbox themed VR headset and play games from the Xbox Game Pass store in VR. That's not going to work. You're only going to be able to play these games on a flat screen. To play them in VR, you're going to need some mods. I hope you find this quite entertaining and informational. Like I said, it's all speculation. We have not been told that these new headsets are true. It's still a rumour. If the information and rumours are true, then at least you've got some information here for you to think about. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell. I'll see you in the next one.
Glimpse of you, and then you was gone. I searched for you everywhere.